Yo, what's cracking YouTube? It's your boy Professor Crypto. Got another hot crypto class for you guys today. This one's on fire. You guys already know, anything we bring on the channel, it's got that heat, got the potential, and it definitely should be watched. This one is no different, guys, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. Class is now in session. This one is called AAX. Guys, AAX stands for Atom Asset Exchange. They are a digital asset exchange developed in collaboration with London Stock Exchange's group LSEG technology. They're the first cryptocurrency and digital asset exchange to be powered by LSEG Technologies' Millennium exchange matching engine, and is the first exchange to join London Stock Exchange's group partner platform. Guys, I have a little refresher video here just to remind you on what they're all about. After that, we're gonna go over another video done by my fellow YouTuber Ivan on Tech.
A platform where you can invest in the future, where you can build a portfolio of digital assets in a venue where institutional and retail investors trade together. AAX, the world's first digital asset exchange powered by LSEG technology, proven in over 40 traditional financial markets. Designed in Hong Kong, powered by London, an alliance where the best technology meets a world-class trading experience. High performance, deep liquidity, high security, OTC, spot and futures all on one platform. One single wallet seamlessly integrated. Available on mobile, tablet and desktop. Trust, integrity, performance. AAX, an institutional grade platform for everyone.
Solid video by the team, guys. I have another video here, an interview done by Mr. Ivan on Tech, a fellow YouTuber that I want to show you guys. I really enjoyed this video, which is why I wanted to bring it within mine as well. Stay tuned, guys.
Welcome back, guys. As you can see, I'm back from my travels, and today I want to share with you a very important video. In this video, you're going to see our interview with AAX, which is a new cryptocurrency exchange and trading platform. And the interesting thing with AAX is that they're using technology provided by London Stock Exchange. And this is very significant because we don't have any other exchange in the space that is using technology from the traditional finance space. And you know, for example, London Stock Exchange, they have hundreds of years of experience when it comes to building exchanges and building software for exchanges. And in this video, you will learn why it is significant and what AAX gets out of it and what customers that are using AAX get out of it. And you will learn so much more. Before we start, you should know that they are sponsoring the channel. And that being said, I bring to you AAX. Alright, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special interview because we're here with the team from AAX. And you know that AAX, the special thing with them is that they are powered by London Stock Exchange technology. It's actually the first exchange that is doing that, and they're really serious about the underlying infrastructure. That being said, what did you find about this conference? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you learn? Michael?
Yeah, thanks. It's been really great being here at this conference. As you said, we've been here just talking about our recent launch. We just launched the platform last week, and already beginning to see users coming on and trading in the environment, which has been really positive. It's been really good just sharing with the rest of the community about what we're doing, really focusing both on institutional and retail markets, bringing together those two groups to be able to trade together, really. So it's exciting times. Yeah.
I think one of the great things about CoinMarketCap is it's got such a fantastic brand, and it really brings together the community from right around the world. And I think for us to be associated with a brand like CoinMarketCap, I think is a real privilege, but it allows us to meet so many people who are really fascinated by what we've got to offer. I think this institutional grade technology that we have is something that is a real differentiator in the market. We're very excited about it.
So, Thor, you're the CEO. When you look at the current exchange industry and the things that are happening, we do see many good things, but also some bad things. For example, wash trading, people cannot really trust the volume figures coming out of exchanges. How do you view it, and what is your assessment? And how will you be more transparent, and how will you work with these issues?
Okay, so this is a very good question, because when we started the cryptocurrency exchange around 18 months ago, And then actually that's at the point that the Bitcoin price is dropping. So and then still we decided to build an exchange because we feel that this is still a very early stage of cryptocurrency exchange. And then now if you look at the market size, actually 250 billion. And then when compared to other digital, other asset classes, still very small. So we see that there are a lot of players in the markets. And then in 2017 and 2018, there's actually the ICO craze during the period. A lot of exchanges, you see that people, they just buy some valuable solution and then they build the exchange, launch the exchange in 15 days. Or they are trying to play a lot of pump and dump games. And of course, some exchanges, they are trying to boost up kind of ranking, and then they have a lot of trade volume, what's trade, like you said. So these are all the issues, and also some technical infrastructure, they are not very mature. So these are all the issues that we see. Also the institutional clients they are seeing. Yeah. That's why they kind of this is the issue that you want to come into that. So that's why when we start planning to build our exchange, what is the ideal exchange that the world will accept for long term? So that's why we really want to build it with institutional grade technology for everyone. So that's why they find a partner in the Stock Exchange. Not only the matching engine, the core technology of the exchange is adopted by 40 plus regulated markets, but also we also get a lot of operation and also guidelines from London Stock Exchange, a exchange company. They have 321 years of experience. So these are the things that we feel we can give the market some confidence to really trade into us. And we see the institutional market is growing, so they really want to see something that they have confidence in. Yeah.
But more specifically, how is using London Stock Exchange matching engine helps you? What kind of specific things does it make better? Is it that the platform is never down? Is it that it's impossible to manipulate the price from your side? What is the main selling point, Michael?
Thank you. So the platform really is designed at its core to be resilient, to be scalable, and to be performant as well. And for us at AAX, some of our key values are really about trying to create markets that had integrity, that had trust, that had performance, and had security. So essentially all of that technology which is embedded within that matching engine then now becomes part of AAX as well. So that means, for instance, if you're going to trade with us, you're benefiting from the same matching, the same algorithms, the same technology that matches in other tier 1 stock exchanges like the London Stock Exchange market. So that means you can be confident that you're going to be treated fairly, that there's transparency, that there's performance as well. And that's important particularly because we think that the future of digital assets and crypto is going to be expanding this whole universe of assets. So with that in mind, there's going to be lots more assets that come online, bigger trade volumes, bigger trade flows, and it just means that we're well positioned to be able to grow as that industry and as this community grows as well.
Now, Shil, as we mentioned, Thor also mentioned the fact that there are so many exchanges and it's so easy to launch an exchange. You just take white label, it's up in 15 days. You guys are taking a very professional approach, but at the same time, I think it's so important for you to communicate that, because even though you might have the best product, still many people will not use the best product. They will use the best non-product to them. So what is your strategy for user acquisition and how will you work with marketing as a CMO?
Well, I think we have a very deliberate strategy to target both the retail market, which is the market that's here today, big market, growing market, and also have an eye for the institutional market in the future, which is not there yet today, but is coming very, very soon. And we have had many, many discussions with institutions who are looking for a trusted exchange. So I think for the retail side, customer acquisition is about providing them with the trust and the liquidity that they're looking for, give them access to the pairs that they want, to the trading pairs that they want, give them access to the pricing that they want, and obviously provide them with some incentives. I think clearly, retail market, like in many other types of products, are always price sensitive, and they are looking for the deal. They're looking for the opportunity. They're looking for something that other exchanges aren't offering them. At our booth today, we had a whole crowd of retail investors who heard about our special welcome bonus, where we are providing $10 of Bitcoin to anyone who signs up, and another 50 if they make a deposit. And that's proved to be extremely popular. So those little tweaks and twerks, and we also have KOL campaigns, people referring people on, all these little things, they really, really help get traction in the retail market. To the institutions, it's a different discussion. It's about reliability, it's about trustworthiness, it's about the ability to have a strong performance through good times and bad. If there's a spike in volumes, or if liquidity dries up, can I access my my securities, my tokens? Can I get out? Can I get in? Can I find the price that I want to get? So it's very different messages to different people, but we're really confident that with the platform that we're operating in, that we answer the first question that everyone has, which is, can I trust you? And I think if we can answer that question, and I believe that we can, thanks to the London Stock Exchange matching technology that we're using, we've won half the battle. The rest is just really about, can I get the price? Can you give me an incentive? Etc., etc. And that's been very successful for us so far, and we've only just started.
Looking at the institutional side, you do have some competitors now. For example, Backed, very, very hyped project that launched a few weeks back, and from the beginning had basically no volume, but since then has been picking up, and now this Friday they had all-time high yet again, so it is growing and getting traction. How will you compete with them? What is your strategy, and how will you convince institutions to go to you and not to Backed? Is it different product offering? Is it features? Is it prices? What do you say, Thor?
So I think we are very happy to see the growth of Backed, because we believe that these are all the partners that in this space that we are growing the crypto community, the market. It would be great that more people to come in. Actually, for us, we are taking a little bit of different approach, because for us, our client onboarding process is very, very easy. We are not just targeting institutional clients, but also we are taking the retail customers. For the institutional clients, actually, we are trying to tap into the London Stock Exchange network. So those are the institutions that are very, very familiar with London Stock Exchange connectivity. So these are the people that we try to onboard them to trade with AAX.
Right now there is a lot of regulation coming out for exchanges. I think the most significant one in the past year that got announced is the travel rule, that if you send funds between exchanges, the exchange needs to communicate the information about the user. So how do you see this whole space with regulations and what is happening, and is it more easy or is it more difficult? I can see why it's more easy, because this is the rules to follow and you can feel safe that you have done your job. Previously you didn't have that certainty, but at the same time now you actually have rules. So what do you say about it, Shil?
Well, we're very cognizant of the travel rule, and we think it's ultimately a very sensible measure for regulators to adopt, because provenance of funds, which is ultimately what it's all about, is key to ensuring that there aren't any bad actors in the space. So thankfully there are some very good technical solutions that are available. We have got a very strong company that we're working with, a partner that we're working with, who will help us in this regard and ensure that we can meet those obligations to the regulatory authorities. But ultimately, these are all positive measures. I think actually exchanges can differentiate themselves by how compliant they are willing to be. If we can ensure that we have good volume on all the exchanges, not just ours, that's going to bring more and more customers into this space. And so I think we're happy to see something like the travel rule get introduced, because I think it will help differentiate the good exchanges from the others.
I mean, to this, actually, when we first created AAX, we asked ourselves the question about what would be necessary in order to unlock the next generation, the next wave of growth within crypto. And so at the time, we saw potentially a future where retail and crypto native communities could trade in conjunction with institutional capital flow as well. But for that institutional capital flow to be unlocked, we recognize that there would be a need for kind of compliance and compliant platforms as well. And so I think for a lot of the past kind of 2 or 3 years, exchanges have had to kind of innovate, come up with ideas about how to create compliance processes. And for regulators now to provide a level of guidance on that, I think is very welcome. You know, it helps to set down some guidelines, some common best practices for the community as well. So we really welcome it. And I think here at AAX we have a phrase that we use internally about, you know, essentially being beyond polarity. You know, we kind of don't see institution versus, you know, crypto native, but actually we see a future where actually these two, if you will, parts of the ecosystem, parts of the crypto market can actually work together, and you know, we can benefit from innovation and protection for the consumer base as well. So we welcome it essentially.
I think what's interesting is that potentially we might see a split in the exchange community, because with the travel rule you cannot receive funds from an exchange with bad KYC. So if your exchange with good KYC you have all information, then another exchange they have very relaxed KYC. They only have the email and the password from every user, and now they cannot be compliant with the travel rule. So it might be the case that you can only send funds to your own wallet or to some other exchanges that are also non-compliant. So that is definitely an interesting development that we're seeing. Which tokens will be on your exchange? And the reason why this is important is because we go back and forth. You know, when it's bear market, people want leverage. You want to trade Bitcoin and you want to have leverage with that. When bull market comes, often we see altcoins and people don't really care that much about Bitcoin as much. Now they are all about 100, 200x in altcoins and they want to speculate in that. So how do you position yourself, Thor?
So like I think like the selection of the tokens actually like in line with the how we build our cryptocurrency exchange is for long term. So like if you see like in 2017 and 2018, like you said, like during the market, a lot of like new tokens there. So like exchanges, they're busy listing a lot of like new tokens, playing pump and dump games, and then like this is actually like very exciting. Or maybe over-exciting. And now actually like in 2019 you see the exchanges, they're busy delisting tokens. Actually like a lot of users, they get hurt. And then like, they feel that, okay, are you coming to take advantage of me again? And then like, so like that's why like a lot of like new tokens, when they have the new listing, they're not very successful. So for us, because we want to build the exchange for long term, so like we carefully select the digital assets here in the exchange, in our exchange, that like we believe those tokens, they are safe, and also like in the sense that those people behind the token, they are people that we can trust. So because like we want users to trust our platform, so like we do everything that we want users they can trust us. So who we work with, we make sure that they can be trusted. Yeah.
Yes. So which coins are you searching? How many pairs will you have now in the beginning?
So like now we have like 50 pairs we can trade on our spot trading, and 5 perpetual contracts available on our platform. So like for those tokens, like we have like certain factors that we consider. First is the people behind, the team behind. The second thing is the liquidity and the history. So these are the key factors. Of course, like we have a really like sophisticated framework to look into that. Yeah.
I think also an important part of this project and you guys is that you yourself are very experienced. I know, Michael, we talked before that you've been on IBM, so can you please share what you've done previously and how you're utilizing your knowledge right now? So we can start with Michael and your past experiences.
Sure, thank you. So most recently, before I came to AAX, I was working with IBM, and we were working with Hyperledger Fabric, and essentially looking at enterprise use cases for blockchain. So did a lot of really cool projects, looking at different types of prototypes and proof of concepts in structured products, private company capital listings, and luxury goods as well. So really interesting to explore that whole kind of data transaction and kind of more of an enterprise type space, permissioned kind of ledger technology. But prior to that, I spent some time working in London and New York, looking at trading systems, so essentially stock exchange systems, but also trading platforms, algo trading systems as well. And so when AAX got in touch and mentioned that they wanted to build kind of a next generation crypto exchange, it seemed like a neat convergence, if you will, of both kind of some of the recent blockchain background that I had, but also with some of the trading experience as well. So it was a really exciting project to join, and it's been really great fun so far. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I was previously, just immediately before AAX, at Block One, which is another major blockchain project, and I was running marketing and communications there, and that was a very interesting experience to be working with a blockchain that is super fast. Also very much, I think, a new generation of blockchain protocols using a delegated proof of stake approach to consensus building. But before that, I spent 13 years at Credit Suisse, so really traditional financial markets, working across both institutional clients and private banking clients across marketing and communications. So yeah, from the old to the new has been my career.
It's interesting that you mentioned the old system and legacy system, because now you're in crypto, so you wear t-shirts, you go to crypto conferences, but and you look maybe 20 years younger compared to if you came with a suit and you were Credit Suisse guy, right? it's very funny. Thor, so what did you do?
Okay, so like before AAX, I was in the finance industry. So I was managing operation of a brokerage firm and also like the front office of a trading company. So like I was the licensed person for the finance group. So like I looked at like internal control, operation, some compliance issue for the equities, mainly in Asian markets. So like and because like in the company that like I worked in, like we focus a lot of like fintech stuff. So like instead of like getting a lot of people to work in the company to process a lot of manual work, so like my job was to actually like increase a lot of like operation efficiency to support a lot of like high frequency trading and lots of like trade volume every day. So like that was my job before AAX.
So I think this is very important to know that you guys actually have very, very solid backgrounds, and both from crypto, from financial systems, from big tech like IBM, and also you with financial background. So it's a very, very good mix. Finally, guys, do you have any final remarks before we wrap this interview up? We can start with Thor.
So like AAX, an institutional grade platform for everyone. So here now we are building the platform for anyone to come to try. So now, as like Cheryl say, we are offering some welcome bonus. Come try our platform and then like give us some feedback.
It's great. Yeah, I mean, we think the future is really exciting in this space. We would say keep watching us. I think we're going to have some new products, some new partnerships announced over the next 3 to 6 months. We're actually really excited about what the future has to offer in crypto and in digital assets as well. So yeah, please do come and try AAX.
Yeah, and I would just round off by saying AAX truly is the next generation of cryptocurrency exchange. We've seen a solid foundation that has been laid by the original first set of exchanges, but the world is changing fast, and we think we're ready for that change. We're entering a world of high performance, strong compliance, strong regulation, high levels of trust that are required, and we're really ready to meet that challenge.
Thank you so much, guys, and thank you everyone who has watched us and watched this video. Definitely do claim the bonus below, because you understand it takes just a few seconds and you get that bonus, and if you compare it to like the average wage, it is a lot. You spend a few seconds, you get that bonus. So definitely check it, check it in the description. And thank you so much, everyone at AAX. Thank you very much.
Shout out to all my students, guys. I love you. Shout out to the Crypto Clash Gang. Shout out to the Lambo Gang. Shout out to the Whale Gang. Shout out to the Hodl Gang. Thank you for always your continued support, guys. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to smash that like button for me and drop a comment in the comment section below. Please remember, guys, we are an impartial channel. Whether your opinion is negative or positive, we'd be more than happy to hear it. That being said, guys, class is now dismissed. We'll see you in our next video. Professor Crypto out.